If you are not a Black American, your ass cannot be within 200 feet of a Juneteenth event, okay?
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back once again. It's so good to have you guys. So we're going to be talking about Juneteenth today. And I was supposed to make a post about it on my community tab, but I forgot. So please just accept this from me, even though it's late. Happy Juneteenth to all my African American family. I hope you had a wonderful celebration. Today, we're going to be talking about, this topic that I found just on the streets of TikTok, because a lot of people were making posts about Juneteenth, and I saw some posts by some of our African American brothers and sisters, and also some other Black immigrants, and they were talking about the way Juneteenth is being celebrated, and they were talking about how they feel like it is being taken over by other Black immigrants in the US. I'm just going to play the videos, but before then, there were some palm color people that had some silly things to say about Juneteenth. You guys know it's always going to happen.
Juneteenth celebrates who?
Shouldn't Juneteenth really just be celebrating us? I mean, we're the ones that told them.
For those of you that did pay attention in school, the reason he said we're the ones that told them is because a lot of slaves didn't know that they had been free because they hadn't been communicated to them. Those motherfuckers must have been clocking in, bro, every fucking day, bro, thinking like, man, this slave life fucking sucks, bro. Then to come find out like 6 months later, bro, I was supposed to be free the whole time. He's like, master, why you ain't tell us? I was like, hey, listen, it's my job not to hold you here, man. It's not my job to tell you. Y'all chose to stay, man. Y'all been free, bro. Haven't you noticed? Ain't nobody been getting whooped. Ain't nobody been getting freaking disciplined, man. Y'all been just letting y'all be. Y'all just show up and do your job. They just said I cannot hold you here, man. They didn't say nothing about communicating nothing to you.
I mean, it's like, what about the people who told them?
Yeah. Hello. I mean, you should thank God. Thank God Helen Keller didn't get the news. We would have never found out.
It's like the underappreciation.
Yeah.
The underappreciation of the person who spread the news.
On Juneteenth, on this day, can I just at least get a thank you?
I've always felt like, everybody in the North, like all the white people, in the North should get a pass to say the N-word, because technically speaking, had it not been for them, Black people would have still been slaves in America.
Juneteenth is, excuse me, what's happening to the white people? They have a Black Miss America. They have a Black college. They have a Black month. What do we have? And now they have Juneteenth. Yes, I understand there was slavery, don't get me wrong. But there was also a Holocaust, and that was more recent than slavery. But you don't hear the Jews saying, gimme, 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 gimme. What's the point of Juneteenth? What is it?
Okay, no, but for real, can we just talk about Juneteenth? Yesterday I was in my live and somebody said, what do you think of Juneteenth? And I said, what is it? Juneteenth. I said, why does it even just sound illiterate? It sounds like they're mocking. I don't know. I felt weird. I was like, Juneteenth. Anyway, I looked it up. 160 years later, we get a holiday that says free. You don't kind of think that that's like embarrassing a little bit at all in any way, shape, or form? Because if they actually cared about like love and justice, and they like cared about how far y'all have come, they'd be fixing the school to prison pipeline. They'd be handling CPS and all the kidnappings. They'd be actually looking for these kids that they label runaways at the age of 16. They'd be fixing, just the school systems in general. Instead, they give you a holiday, a day off, and a cake that says you're free. Does that make you feel loved and supported? Seen, heard? Because I don't think so. To me, it looks like it's just a giant mockery.
They're always going to be in Black people's business, right? Talking all that trash, talking about how it shouldn't be a holiday, it's crappy. Oh, Black people, why do they need a whole Juneteenth? What is Juneteenth? They just have a way to try to rain on our parade. But that's not what this video is about, okay? Let's just focus on the discussion within family, because this is a family discussion as far as I'm concerned. So now I'm going to play a couple of videos by African American brothers on how they feel about the way Juneteenth is being celebrated.
Juneteenth is for and about Black Americans. It's not about the diaspora. It's not about Haitians. It's not about Jamaicans. It's not about people in the Caribbean. It is not about people who are not from America. It's been very interesting over the past couple of years to see the diaspora and all of the tethers and all of the people who are Black but not from America at all try to claim Juneteenth as a part of their own. There are even some Juneteenth celebrations that are saying, oh, this is a celebration of the diaspora, and we're going to talk about Africa, and we're going to talk about Nigeria and Jamaica and wherever, and I'm here to say that no.
Nigeria always comes up in the conversation.
say that no, this is about Black Americans. If you celebrate Juneteenth, I personally think that it's been overtaken by leftism, but that's neither here nor there. If you celebrate Juneteenth and you are an African American, you are a Black American, this holiday is for you. This holiday is not for you to share with the entire diaspora. This is not something else for them to colonize and cut you out of, because they like doing that a lot. I think that some African is even the CEO of Essence, which is wild. But this is about Black Americans. So Black Americans, if you celebrate Juneteenth, let it be about you, Black Americans, and not the entire diaspora.
Juneteenth has absolutely nothing to do with Caribbeans and Africans. Let's talk about it. They don't have any holidays of their own because they don't have anything to celebrate. They didn't fight back like us. They didn't accomplish what we've accomplished, so why would they have a holiday? And if they did have a holiday...
Okay. I don't like when I see people try to belittle other ethnicities within our African diaspora. You can't say, oh, they don't have nothing to celebrate. They didn't fight back like us and da. Do you know what was going on in these other countries? Do you know how they achieved their freedom? Do you know how they achieved their independence? Do you know the bloodshed? Do you know the wars? You can speak about your struggle and your community and appreciate what your ancestors did and what you guys still continue to do without belittling the other people in the diaspora. Nobody is bigger than the other. Okay, but let's get back to what he was saying.
They'd have a holiday, it'd be on their island, not here in America. So why would you be a part of Juneteenth anyways? Juneteenth is a celebration of Black American strength because we fought back during Black codes, we fought back during slavery, and we fought back during Jim Crow. We even fought back recently with the George Floyd situation. If George Floyd had happened on their islands, they just would have took it how the white man gave it to them. But not us, we always fight back. So Juneteenth is a celebration of our fight, something that you and your people do not have.
Do anybody else from Texas wish that Juneteenth was still our little thing? Why am I looking at the news and seeing people doing African drum circles and all type of other shit? Like, y'all do realize by 1865, the slaves that was freed last minute from Texas, let's talk about it. I'm from Texas.
But who are these people doing these things? Are they actual Africans that are coming out to do performances and make it an African themed event? Because I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right. I do not.
I'm from Texas. Y'all do know that by this time that these were Black Americans. Y'all do realize they were not wearing no dashikis and doing no drum circles. I am 32 years old. I have celebrated Juneteenth my entire existence. Did nobody think to ask us how we was already doing it? You need to celebrate Juneteenth how Southern Black Americans would celebrate Juneteenth, because these are Southern Black Americans that you was talking about. Like, you would have been more accurate to have you a little Zydeco band than you would be to have a drum circle. You got snow cones, you got catfish, you got barbecue, you got Black people coming together, having a good time together. It gives family reunion. That's what Juneteenth has always given in the southeast of Texas. Family reunion. I have no idea what the fuck it is that y'all doing right now.
Check this out, y'all. This is how Africans and Caribbeans capitalize off Black American holidays.
Celebration of Juneteenth, we have just launched a really special African Net Sponge bundle. This one we're calling Sankofa. It's a very special bundle, and we're launching it in celebration of Juneteenth to honor our heritage and celebrate who we are.
This is not about honoring or celebrating Juneteenth. This is strictly the money. Dollars. She about to make a couple of thousand off these products. As a Black American, if you're a Black American, I would not support this at all. Because if you turned around and did some type of Ghana day, one of their celebrations, I'm not even familiar with what they celebrate, because it's not known like that. They could make money and get away with it because Black American holidays are known, right? But back to my point, no one, you won't be able to make money because no one from Ghana, no Ghana people will buy the product from you, because they'll just look at it like you're marketing and capitalizing off their culture. This is like cultural appropriation to its fullest. But anyway, I'm gonna check out that Trump travel ban list. I'm gonna check that list out.
I don't want to hear no Afro beats on Juneteenth. Sorry, not sorry. I'm in New York City. If you are a New York City DJ, Brooklyn, Harlem, somewhere, and you whipping out Burna Boy on Juneteenth, when you literally got 7 genres of music that we Black Americans created, I'm automatically giving you the side eye. Okay? Last year was confusing for me, okay? Literally in the birthplace of hip hop, I'm hearing Burna Boy on Juneteenth. I'm hearing Tim's, great music, love the songs. But baby, you literally got hip hop, R&B, jazz, country, house, so many genres of music to be played to honor our history. And that's what you choose? That's what you gonna see. This is not a time for you to play Burna Boy. This is not the time for you to get any flags out, okay? there's a lot of flags that I can talk about, but I won't go there because I know it's a certain flag that is hung this month. This is not the time. We get one day to celebrate Juneteenth. One day. Let us have it, please.
Y'all, so Juneteenth is approaching, and I just got some educational knowledge for y'all New Yorkers and people from the South that's not from Texas, because I am from Texas. And when I tell y'all, all of y'all been doing Juneteenth wrong, all of y'all. And I love y'all, but y'all gotta do a little bit better. I just think y'all need to do a little bit more research and understand the culture, because y'all really don't. Y'all been rocking every flag but the Juneteenth flag. It's the whole flag for this holiday. And y'all been having flyers with the Pan-African flag. I'm like, this is not Kwanzaa, y'all. This is Juneteenth. It's a separate holiday. It's a separate meaning. Okay, this is a Black American holiday. So when I've been seeing flyers in New York, y'all got these Afrobeats Juneteenth parties, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm going to a Juneteenth party, I need y'all to play some American music and transition into the Afrobeats, okay? Put on some Burna Boy, okay? Play some Tony Braxton first. Transition into the Burna Boy. Put some Caribbean music on too. Transition. Put on some Maya and transition. I need to hear y'all playing some Frankie Beverly Mays. I need y'all to really be up there playing some Black American music. Put on some Texas. Y'all put on some Beyonce. Put on some Beyonce. Put on some Big Frida, y'all. Cause I just be like, I be in the park in Brooklyn, the layout, all this stuff. Y'all up there be taking pictures talking about Happy Juneteenth in the Pan-African colors, in the African colors. And I'm like, this is a Black American holiday. Like, do y'all not understand what it meant? I'm just like, Lord Jesus, I love y'all. But come on now. You know, I feel like New Yorkers are big on, like, everybody knowing their culture. Like, when it comes to transplants, they're like, well, this is the New York culture. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, but also y'all just also try to learn other people's history and learn other people's cultures. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
You know, thanks to her, I actually got to find out something new. Please be gentle with me in the comments. I know I'm just finding out. So I just got to find out that there's a Black American flag, which is different from the Pan-African flag, which is different from the Juneteenth flag. 3 different flags. And I thought it was interesting to share. I even came across this video by this sister talking about the Juneteenth flag.
So people don't know that the Juneteenth flag, we actually have our own flag. It's red, white, and blue. And everybody's like, why would it be red, white, and blue? It's red, white, and blue to represent that even though, you know, African Americans were enslaved, we are still American. You know, we're not immigrants, we're American. You have the star in the middle because Texas is the Lone Star State, and on June 19th, 1865, the troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to let that last bit of slaves know that they were now free. There's an arc on the flag. There is a burst around the star. Like, everything on this flag has meaning. And I think, you know, we as Black people need to educate ourselves about that, especially African Americans.
So that being said, let's continue.
I just need some clarity. Juneteenth is a freedom day and emancipation day for Black Americans who are descendants of chattel slavery in the United States of America, North America. Specifically Texans, because they were the last to be notified of their freedom. Why is Juneteenth celebrations being heavily centered around Caribbean culture? You have here the Trinidad and Tobago bongo traditional dancing. You have Yoruba, West Africans performing, and you have Haitians doing an ensemble. The entire menu is Caribbean, no soul food, no Black American cuisine or dishes. But this is strictly a Black American holiday about Black Americans only. And I'm trying hard not to crash out, but the disrespect. We don't take over anybody's Independence Day or their flag days either. It's starting to piss me off.
So I came across a couple of videos by non-African Americans, but Black people, Black immigrants in the US. Let me just play a couple of them. Then I'll let you guys know what I think.
Juneteenth is for Black Americans only. Not for my fellow Haitians, not for Jamaicans, not for Trinidadians, Black Puerto Ricans, Black Mexicans, Black Indigenous, Black Americans. Let them have a day. Let them have a day. And if there's any day for them to rest, it is Juneteenth. Leave them alone. Let them have their day. Don't make it about you. Don't fish for content on Juneteenth, trying to find a reason to make it about you. Oh, why can't we celebrate Juneteenth? No. It's for them. They've earned it. Let them have it.
Hi, Gina. As a Jamaican for East, I hear you. And I understand that Juneteenth holds a deep meaning for Black American descendants of slavery. It marks a powerful moment in your history and ongoing struggle. That history should absolutely be respected and centered. I also believe that when your brothers and sisters across the African diaspora, when they join hands with you to celebrate this day, it doesn't mean that they're trying to take ownership of it. Honoring Juneteenth has nothing to do with ownership. The Black immigrants that do celebrate with you, they celebrate in solidarity. Not to claim the holiday, but to honor the resilience and liberation of our African American brothers and sisters. We know our stories are not the same. However, our struggles against racism and colonialism connects us. Showing love on Juneteenth is simply a way of saying we see you and we stand with you. All right.
If you're showing up as, an African or a Caribbean person, you're showing up in solidarity to celebrate with them. That makes sense. But you're not going there to take over the celebration.
You guys have been drilling into us Juneteenth. Y'all do not want to hear no Caribbean, no Afrobeats, no nothing, just straight Black American music. And I'm going to be honest, as long as you're not saying that if you come from that origin, you can't attend, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm Jamaican American. I was raised in Jamaica, but obviously I live here in America. I was born in Orlando. It is what it is. I understand the significance of Juneteenth. I will be at work and then I have to babysit after that. So I will not be going out, but I am not opposed to Black Americans and just saying, hey, this is the day that we have and we don't want anything else. Now, I don't know where all the hate for the Caribbeans is coming from, because you need to ask the DJs. If people are so concerned about that, you need to be reaching out to the people that are hosting these events and saying, hey, it is important that if this is a Juneteenth event for Black American and Black American culture, we would not like to hear Afrobeats. Let that be known. You don't have to come after the Caribbean people, because bitch, we're not the one playing the music. If they want us to bust a wine at 1 o'clock in the morning, like that's what the DJ is playing. Like, and so I understand the cultural relevance, and I get it. Like, I understand. Just like if this was a Caribbean event, like I'm going to a Caribbean place, like if I hear some Black American music, I'm not going to be mad, but I'm mostly going for the Caribbean vibe. So I get it. I don't know why this is a hard concept, and I think everybody's fighting. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of Black Americans are saying, you know what, we want to start gatekeeping our culture and what is for us. And I understand that. I just want this energy kept for other people who are not Caribbean. So if y'all are gonna gatekeep, no issue for me, no problem. As long as you're not saying if you Jamaican or Haitian or Bahamian, you can't come. If we could come, but we can't hear the music we want to listen to, that's fine, because we are guests in that particular event. All I'm saying is that if you're gonna gatekeep, cool. Just don't gatekeep away from us. Gatekeep away from the other people who are also actively trying to steal away from your culture. Keep the Rachel Dolezals out as well. That's all I'm asking.
Juneteenth is not a Black American holiday. Yes, I did not stutter. Juneteenth is not a Black American holiday. Juneteenth is a Black Texan holiday. If you're from Alabama, on that day, Juneteenth, your ancestors were free. You're not celebrating. What are you celebrating for? Your ancestors were free. If you're from Mississippi, your ancestors were free. What are you celebrating for? California, New York, Boston, Connecticut, wherever you're from, your ancestors were free. The only people allowed to celebrate Juneteenth were the people who were still.
The only people allowed. I don't know. What is he saying?
And still slaves until Juneteenth, who are the Black Texans. It's a Black Texan holiday. See how that sounds? Since we're deciding who gets to celebrate, because apparently, I don't know, maybe Black Americans have never heard of a birthday party, because a birthday party, you don't have to be the celebrants to celebrate it. Other people can celebrate with you and feel happy for you and be happy for you. But since you've decided only the people directly affected get to celebrate, then it's that simple. Only Black Texans get to celebrate Juneteenth. Juneteenth is not a Black American holiday. It's a Black Texan holiday.
Okay, I think I kind of understand what he's trying to do. I don't think he's still right, but he's trying to say, if we want to keep who gets to celebrate Juneteenth and who doesn't, Juneteenth should only be celebrated by the direct descendants of the slaves who got free on that very day. That June 10th of 1865, that very day, which were the slaves in Texas at that moment. So I understand what he's trying to do, but it's still the approach. I don't know.
Called United States of America. So the only people allowed to celebrate are the people from the state of Texas. Since we're breaking down the minutiae of who's only allowed to celebrate, why don't we just limit it to the people directly affected? No one is allowed to celebrate with it. Because if you're not from Texas, you're not affected. You're celebrating the Texans. And we have been told the only people allowed to celebrate are those directly affected, the Black Texans.
A lot of people did not like what he had to say.
And to the people that's complaining about the Caribbeans,
playing their music during Juneteenth. Just don't go to the events. Go to some other event. Lock in with the other DJ that's American, that's only gonna play what the hell ever he's gonna play. And go to their events. Leave our events alone. Because me as a Caribbean, I'm playing everything. I'm playing dancehall, reggae, soca, Afro beats. I'm a piano, compa, I'm playing R&B. I'm playing soul, I'm playing funk, I'm playing hip hop. Like, I'm playing everything. I'm playing every genre. I'm an open format DJ. Y'all just sit complaining. Go lock in with them other DJs. That's y'all fault. Y'all don't do research. That's what the problem is. Like, y'all sit up on here like, oh, I went to this event and they was playing Burna Boy, da-da-da. Well, did you look at the DJs on the flyer? Do you know who the promoters are that's throwing the event? That's your fault. Maybe you should figure that out. Go to the proper events, then you'll hear what you want to hear. Like, that makes no sense to me, because like we all locked in together. Like, didn't Jamaican Man create hip-hop? I'm just saying. Because last time I checked, we all black at the end of the day. Like, yeah, we not all the same shit, but we're all black at the end of the day. We all enjoy each other's company. We all hang out. Y'all be on the Parkway with us, and y'all not Jamaican, Trini, Haitian, Guyanese, or whatever. Y'all go to the Jamaican restaurants too. Just like we come and fool with y'all. Like, y'all just complain, Like, y'all just complaining to complain. Like, y'all dead ass don't have, like, I don't even know the word. Y'all just complaining to complain.
Okay, now what do I think? Are African Americans xenophobic for complaining about the way Juneteenth is being celebrated? No, because it is a Black American holiday. It is an African American holiday. But if they say, we don't want to see none of y'all at the Juneteenth party or Juneteenth celebration or Juneteenth event, only Black Americans can come, then it begins to look like, because I mean, if you were to have a party, like a birthday party, you're going to invite people to come and celebrate with you, right? Just like if I were to be having a maybe Independence Day, Nigerians independence, and we're having a Nigerian party. Probably if you have a Nigerian friend, but you were not Nigerian, such a person could invite you to the party, right? And nobody is going to ask you like, what are you doing here? You're not Nigerian. And I also need to ask this question. Are there other celebrations by other cultures and ethnicities in America that happen, and do Black people in America, specifically African Americans, do they or do they not show up to those events? So I think if our people show up to these events by other ethnicities or cultures, maybe by virtue of having a friend who is from that ethnicity or culture that are celebrating that particular event, this is not, it's kind of like the same thing in this situation. I don't think there's anything wrong in people coming to celebrate along with you, especially our fellow Black people. So I don't think it's wrong if African and Caribbeans show up to a Juneteenth event. But where I would draw the line is if it is not African American culture that is dominating or being celebrated at that event. If they are not really celebrating the significance of the actual Juneteenth, but they are turning it into something else that does not reflect the African American culture. Please, I want you guys to let me know in the comments, especially if you're an African American from Texas, which I believe the Juneteenth celebration even originated from before they made it a national holiday. How do you guys celebrate Juneteenth? How does it happen? Is there an actual thing, like a series of programs, rituals, kind of songs, kind of food? Please share in the comment section, because a lot of us would like to know, because apparently they've lost the plot in a lot of these other places where Juneteenth is being celebrated in America. You know, I'm hearing a lot of people complain about New York specifically.
One thing I can't stand on this app is when people hear a statement or somebody makes a comment and they run with it like it's fact proof and it is the law. Juneteenth in New York City is not centered around Caribbean people or African people. Juneteenth in New York City is pioneered and centered around Black American people. Due to the nature of the city, other Black demographics will celebrate Juneteenth alongside Black Americans. By ethnic Black people in New York City, run amok. So if you find someone that's playing a soca song after they play Kool in the Gang, it's because they're both Trini and Black American. It's still a celebration to highlight Black Americans. And since you guys don't know what you're talking about, I'll show you some examples of Juneteenth in New York City. I say all that to say, if you're unfamiliar with how different cultures are regionally in America, which you should be because you're from America, you shouldn't speak on other cities. I just feel like because New York is such a cultural hub for so many cultures that live juxtaposed to each other, that depending on who your circle is, it could feel like your complete bubble is the world. And New York has a vast, immense amount of options for you to go and be with. If you want to have a Black American experience, you can solely have a Black American experience in New York City. And to speak otherwise is just wrong.
I definitely do not think that a Juneteenth event should be, a place where we come to show off our African culture or Caribbean culture or Caribbean food or whatever. The thing is, Black people just love to party. So I'm sure wherever there's a party, they will show up. And we're coming there to actually celebrate with you guys in solidarity as family. Heck, if I was in America and there was a Juneteenth event happening, I would love to go there. I would love to go there and celebrate with other Black people. I would love to go there and have fun with my African American brothers and sisters, my Caribbean people as well. I'm not going to be mad if they play some African music. I'm not going to be mad if they play some Caribbean music, but it's not my place because I'm not the celebrant. I expect African American music, African American culture, African American food, African American stories to be the center of the event. So yes, I understand the fact that our Black American, African American brothers and sisters feel a certain way if they feel like their culture is being overshadowed at an event or a holiday that is theirs in honor of their ancestors. So I definitely understand where they're coming from. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think if you're not African American, you should not even be at a Juneteenth event? Let me know. Or do you think other people in the diaspora or even non-Black people are welcome to come as long as it is African American culture, African American food, as long as the culture is not being overshadowed by other cultures? Yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Look, I want us to be real about today. Juneteenth is not the day that we were actually freed. It's the day that we were notified 2 whole years after freedom was supposedly granted. There's 2 years of stolen time, stolen labor, and stolen lives. There's nothing to celebrate about being the last to know your chains were legally gone while they were still wrapped around your body. What's happening today is capitalism in rare form. Companies are cashing in on your emotions, your history, and your pain. It's just another chance for them to make money off of us Black people without giving us anything in return. So if you choose to spend your money today, make sure you're spending it with your own people. There's lots of Black businesses, Black entrepreneurs, and we need to spend it in our own Black communities. And if you're off work today, do not give this day away to the streets or to somebody's sales events. Use this to be with your family, love on your people, cook at home, and build in peace. If this is going to be a day for us, let it truly be a day for us. Ashe.
My favorite fact about the diaspora is that Liberia is literally a country of freed and freeborn African Americans that said, you know what? I think we might have a better time if we go back to Africa. So they literally just established their own country in West Africa, becoming the first republic of Africa, the oldest republic of Africa. And their name, Liberia, literally comes from the word liberation. Like, y'all ate! And now we have ASAP Ferg. Like, how cool is that?